Hey guys, it's Greg Jones for Engine Builder, and we are here at SICK Week in Gainesville, Florida. Today I'm joined by Luke Scanlan, and behind us here is his 1930 Ford with a 350 Chevy, and it's our Engine of the Week.
Engine Builder's Engine of the Week is sponsored by Pen Grade 1, L-Ring DOS Original, and NPW.
Luke, pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Thanks so much for giving us a little bit of time. You know, we're walking around the pits, and obviously there's tons of cool cars, but it's always neat to see the old, 1930 Fords and, unique 350 Chevy setup that you got here.
Thank you.
So would love to know a little bit more about, how this all came about and how long you might have had the car.
Well, the car, I've had it about 10 years or so now. On the road 10 years. I started building it about 13 years ago. I got the body at a swap meet and brought it to a friend of mine. He's a fabricator, and he built the rolling chassis and chopped the top and did all the sheet metal work. That was JDP Fabrications. And then he just worked on it on and off for a few years, 2-3 years. And then we brought it back to my shop, and me and another friend of mine, Bud Spalding, pretty much did the rest of it, got it all together and running.
Yeah, very good. So now we'll get more into the car in a second, but obviously we want to start with the 350 Chevy that you got here.
Okay.
Who helped you put that together?
So the engine is a 1979 Chevy 350 truck engine. It's just a basic, simple rebuild. It's got forged crank, forged rods, dish pistons, comp cams, I forget the number now. It's a little steep cam. It idles a little rough, but it runs good going down the road. It's got Pertronix ignition, aluminum water pump, the Summit aluminum heads, just this basic, simple rebuild. Bob Newbear Racing actually did the motor up for me, and I just run it on the street, up and down the highway. I don't race it, so it didn't have to be too radical or anything.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it does what you need it to, right?
Exactly. Point A to point B.
There you go. When I walked over, I was obviously impressed in the Ferrari valve covers. That looks really cool. And you got the stack intake up top there, but you were telling me that it's quote unquote a fake. It doesn't really serve a purpose on top other than the looks.
Yes, it's
covering
basically
the carb, right?
It's Garlett's Performance Products is the maker of it's a fake and fuel injection system. It basically slides over the top of a Holley carburetor, which is I have a mild stock 1850 Holley 600 carburetor, vacuum secondaries, nothing drastic, and then it's basically all just for looks, for show. But I get a lot of people think it's real. They think it's a real injection system.
Yeah, no, it certainly does a nice job of fooling you. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the valve covers, when I was building the engine, being that the engine's all exposed, I wanted to do something different other than like the, Mickey Thompson valve covers or Corvette. So I had the idea of making these fake Ferrari valve covers, and I got some, they're Canton aluminum, sheet aluminum valve covers, and I just made up a mask and painted them up like Ferraris. So it's something different.
Good. Now, Luke, about how much horsepower does the 350 give you?
I would say it's probably in the range of maybe 400 or so, not a whole lot. Again, it's just a basic street engine.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's got low compression, so I can run just regular unleaded fuel. I don't need any racing gas or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, do you know where about the compression is?
Whatever it came stock, probably 7.5, maybe 8 to 1, whatever they came originally.
Very good. Luke, anything else about the 350 Chevy or about the 1930 Ford that we're leaving out?
Well, it's got a Camaro 5-speed, a T5 5-speed transmission. So it's got a good overdrive in it, basically. Yeah. And I've got a 355 ratio Ford 9-inch rear. So I'm going on the highway, which is where I run it mostly, I can be in fifth gear going about 2,000 RPM, like 80 miles an hour. So
that's got to be fun in a car like this, right?
Oh yeah, it gets a lot of looks. It's just different. You know, today's cars, they look like rolling eggs to me, whereas this has got a little personality to it.
For sure. Definitely more personality than most.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good.
Although the hearse race car over here, that's got some personality.
For sure. That's something that you don't see every day.
No, that's pretty cool car.
A hearse
like
making
that.
an 8-second pass. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, this is cool too. And Luke, we appreciate you telling us about it.
Thanks for the interest.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a fun car.
Guys, that's been another episode of Engine of the Week. Make sure you're checking out enginebuildermag.com for more great engine content. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you guys next time.